All right, everybody. Hopefully, we are live on the channel, and we're going to do our sit and be fit exercise class. So, normally Jill does this one, but I'm covering for Jill, so I'll be filling in for her for right now. Hopefully, she'll be back soon, and she can be on this live channel with me, and we can be doing it together. Okay, so that is the goal, and we'll just get started from there, and hopefully, we'll get going. Okay, so first thing we want to do, we're going to start from the head down. Let's focus on our posture. Okay, nice and straight up here. Nice straight up, shoulders over your hips. Okay, nice lines here. Deep breath. Good, we're going to do neck rolls now. So for those of you who don't know about Sit and Be Fit, it's one of our longest running classes. I think Jill's done it the entire 15 years she's been here. Go the other way. So that's pretty cool. I know she has a big following. So hopefully some people are getting to watch it online or on the TV channels today. That'd be great. Good. And then let's just go side to side, neck turns here. I know this is a new experience for some people, but it's at least a good option in the meantime to keep us moving, right? Keep our joints loose, things like that. Okay, now up, down, and then back up. So I'm going to try and provide as much live content on here as possible. Sometimes you will get some recorded versions, but most of them are going to be live, all right? I know it's important to see some live action here and there and know that the real world's still going on, all right? Rolling the shoulders now. Roll the shoulders. It's a good thing I'm a good talker because I don't have anybody to talk to, but I can just talk to myself. It just keeps going and going. When I was a kid, one of the first things that I wanted to be was a broadcaster, a sports broadcaster. So when I was 14 and 15, I worked at a radio station. Now come back and up in front. And I also worked at racetracks in Indiana. We would go to racetracks, dirt racing. And be 14 and 15 years old, and I would do broadcastings for the go-karts, for the little kids racing. They take it real serious in the middle of the country in Indiana. And I was the broadcaster, so they had little kids in go-karts out there, sometimes 7 and 8 years old, racing against each other. And then they had a little kid broadcasting, and it was me. And I had a really high-pitched voice, and it was really funny. So, all right, take that right hand out and do these little crazy eights. So I'm used to talking a lot, you know, and most of the people around me get a little bit annoyed by it probably. But in this circumstance, when I'm just completely by myself and everyone's listening to me, it works really well. So we're doing little figure eights lying on their sides here. Okay, good. Let's do the left hand. Well, whichever the opposite hand is for you. Backwards. Good work. Now let's take the right hand, put it behind the back, okay? And dip the left arm to the left shoulder. So you're stretching out, you know, this shoulder and neck area. Just dip and hold. It's lunchtime now, so I haven't eaten yet, but I know everybody got chicken and dumplings, I think, here today. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's actually making me want to go home and make some homemade chicken dumplings. I haven't had them in a long time. And since I have a ton of time to be home, what better than to go home, take your time rolling out the dough. It's fun. It's fun to be able to go home and cook. I'm not used to it. I have 2 jobs, so take that arm out, shake it out a little bit, switch arms, left arm behind the back, right ear to right shoulder. So I oftentimes I don't eat out very often, but I don't get to be the one cook a recipe from the Blue Zones cookbook. So the Blue Zones are the areas in the world where people live to be 100 the longest. So both campuses, Westminster Palms and Westminster Shores, have good. Shake that out a little bit. Okay, we're going to punch just right hand punch out, okay? So both campuses have had experiences with students coming to their campus and presenting information on the Blue Zones. And we're actually trying to we're going up now, incorporate some of that stuff into all of our planning, not during this time, but during normal time, so that we can increase the longevity of all of our residents. So, I take it really serious. I learn a lot about it. Good. Keep the arm there. Okay. And we're going to hinge open. This is your hinge right here. So, I go through, or I have the cookbook and I get to use it. And so last night I made cabbage, and the cabbage, it was only 5 ingredients. And we're going to chop out. Good. And the 5 ingredients were cabbage, garlic, onions, and sun-dried tomatoes. And the 5th ingredient is olive oil. So you just cook that in a little bit of olive oil. Good. And now twist your hand out and back. So we just cooked it on the stove in a little bit of olive oil. And oh my gosh, I didn't even know how much I like cabbage until I paired it with sun-dried tomatoes. I mean, oh my gosh, sun-dried tomatoes my mouth is watering just because sun-dried tomatoes are some of my favorite foods on the entire planet. I put sun-dried tomatoes on everything. I wish I could put sun-dried tomatoes. So good. Good. Relax that arm. Yeah, it's probably burning a little bit. Now let's do the left arm. Good. And hinging. So a little bit more about this class if you're just joining it. So it is an all-seated class. We work through all muscles in the body. All right. We do some range of motion work. That's what we're doing right now. Range of motion work. That's very important. Daily range of motion work. Very important. So this video will be on MyWLife for any reference, anytime. Okay. And go ahead and chop out. So if it's something where you can't make the 11:30 live or the 1:15 live class today, or whatever the time is that it's live, if you can't make it, then you can always go on to MyWLife. And this is a good class to do every single day. This type of class, improving your range of motion, keeping your range of motion. As we grow older and older, our joints, because they get stiff from lack of movement and from scar tissue. We're twisting now, twisting. You can see I have limited range of motion here. I can't get my arm very far out, right? So I'm over tightened on the back part of my shoulder, right? So this simple exercise is extremely important, because as I grow older, my shoulders will start to rotate inwards, probably because of my posture, maybe because of the way that I lift weights, right? So doing these exercises daily is very critical. You learn things about your body. You learn where's that tight point at. Small things, but very important things. Shake that out there. Shake those arms out. Whew. All right, so let's do little fingers. So let's just get the fingers moving. So you learn a lot about your body. You learn a lot about things. I know my ankles and my wrists are extremely tight, right? So, and you'll see that as we go through the exercises today. You'll notice some of the things that are tight on me, and those are the things that I have to work on every day to make sure that they don't develop into something else. So this class is designed for the full body range of motion and stretching, right? So we're going to do some pretty good stretching here in just a little bit. We're still warming up the upper body. Okay, let's do fingers, fists. Wait, that's fingers. Fists, fingers, fists. Fingers always feel like Harry Potter here, like I'm making magic happen. Harry Potter was an extremely popular book when I was growing up. I still love the books. I like the movies. I love the books. My sister, she's an English teacher. Her favorite book and book series is Harry Potter, and she still reads them all the time. She's always reading them in a circle. There's 7 books, and she reads them all the time, and she just reads all through them and then rereads them again. She reads other things too. Put the hands together here, okay? So you can see the palms are touching, all right? And you keep those palms touching and then bring your elbows up to the ceiling, okay? So you can see this is where a lot of tightness is for me, right here on the back part of my wrist and my forearms, all right? So you really don't let your fingers come apart. You don't let your palms come apart, okay? Palms stay together, elbows up to the ceiling. Good. Let's do it again. Good. One more time. Good. Circle those out. Wrist circles here. So I encourage you to use your own music in these. So, the Happy Hearts, other way. The Happy Hearts classes, we're going to use the music because the dancing is to the music. But my other classes, I don't really want to put a music background because I want to allow you to put on whatever you want in the background and still be able to hear my instruction, if need be. Okay, you can always mute me if you want to. Okay, we're flipping the wrists out. Okay, both wrists, flip them out, pull them back, flip them out. Oh, behave. Right? Isn't that what you feel like here? Good, good, good. Let's stretch them out a little bit. So take your right arm across your body and hold it up with your left. Stretch out that shoulder. Good. Switch. Okay, reach down the back part of your back and press down on the elbow. I'm going to hold down my hand a little bit, get it a little further. Okay, switch to the other side, pushing down on that elbow. So stretching down this back tricep area, even into your lats pretty well. Good work, good work. Okay, now let's stretch out the fingers a little more here. So interlock your fingers, okay? Just this simple exercise here. You're spacing out your fingers there, right? Interlocking, okay? And then let's release and back and interlock. The other hand is on top right now. Left hand's on top. Release. Right hand's on top. So you're just gonna release and then change your hand that goes on top each time. Release. 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 Good work, good work, good work, good work. Okay, let's work a little bit down towards the bottom of the body now, okay? So we have our feet here. I'm going to tilt my screen down just a little bit more here. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Okay. So we are going to start with foot circles. Okay. Foot circles. Need to keep that range of motion in our feet, right? Important part of preventing falls is having range of motion in your ankles. Okay. Your ankles lock up and you get on any type of surface that isn't, perfectly flat, then you need movement and wiggle room to go the other way in the joint to be able to stabilize. Okay, so there's stabilizing strength and there's stabilizing range of motion. You need to have both, and these exercises will help improve your range of motion. Okay, now I want you to bring. Yeah, we'll do that together. All right, now I want you to draw. Okay, draw a dumbbell. Okay, so like a weight, a hand weight. Big. Mine's big, right? Mine's a 55 pounder. Okay, 55. Good. All right, let's do the other foot. So we're doing the drawing here. It's really important being able to visualize and make those movements with your feet, make your feet do something that you're visualizing. It's an important part of the brain and the strength and with the feet. Just turn back the other way. Okay, so I know it sounds silly, like I'm making you draw something for no reason, but it really is a proven technique that works and that helps people. Okay, let's draw a palm tree. All right, I can see one out the window right now. It looks really beautiful out there. And that's a good palm tree right there. Good, okay. Now both feet pull and tuck them in towards you and push them away. Pull them towards you. Push them away. Pull them towards you. Push them away. Good. Now let's go ahead and turn our feet inwards. Okay. So that we're kind of sitting on the outside of those feet. So should we stretch out the outer part of your ankles there? Yeah. So this is when the feet have some deep conversations with each other. It's an inward soul reflection right here. So it's very, very deep. You wonder what the left one says to the right one, right? And you never know. It's a private conversation for them. Good, man. I feel that stretching the outside of my ankles. Ugh. Okay, so let's go into extending our leg out and then tucking them under the chair. Okay, so you're going to extend them all the way out, tuck them under the chair. Extend them all the way out, tuck them under the chair. Extend the chair. Extend them all the way out, tuck them under the chair. Extend them all the way out, tuck them under the chair. Extend them all the way out, tuck them under the chair. And good. And relax your legs there. Good. Good. Okay. So now we are going to go into stretching the legs a little bit. Okay. So we're going to take that knee, right knee, straight back. Good. You can drop that down just for a second. Okay. Now I'll take the right leg, cross it over, all right, and you kind of drive it away a little bit. Kind of feel a stretch there just by driving that leg away. Okay, cross your leg here. And turn and look. So you're crossing your leg over. Turn and look over to the right. Sorry about that. There's a kid out there going to the beach and fell off his bike. He's fine. He's a young child, not a child, but maybe 17 or 18, whatever. He's fine, but I didn't know what was going on for a second. So sorry that I was distracted there. Man, when I was a kid, I lived in small town Indiana, so we could ride our bikes throughout the entire town. And well, my mom lived way out in the country. Okay, go ahead and put that down. So we couldn't ride our bikes out there. We didn't have any roads. They were all dirt roads, big old rocks and things, whatever. But in town, where my dad lived, he lived 3 blocks from the school. He still does live there. Good, relax it down. We would ride our bikes all around town, and whew, did I have some crazy accidents. And go ahead and put that left leg up, and then drive it away just a little bit. Yeah, we just be riding in a pack of kids, going to Dairy Queen or whatever, and just stupid, just trying to race each other, trying to do whatever you could, just mess with each other, try and nick each other's back tire or something, and then it would make you go flying. It was stupid stuff. But I remember one where I think I was trying to mess with one of my friend's tires in front of me. Go ahead, cross it all the way over, and then turn and look to your left. So you're real tight or pulling on that hip on the outside there. Yeah, one of my friends, I was trying to mess with it, and I missed his tire, and I hit the edge of this sidewalk, and there was a ditch right there, and it took me right into the ditch. And so I hit the ditch with my front tire, and I just flew off the front of the bike, just 10 feet or so into somebody's yard. There was a yard on the other side of the ditch, and it was, yeah, that was one of my last ones, because I think I was in like 8th, 9th grade. So after that, I got a car, obviously, yeah, and I my bike anywhere anymore. Okay, so now we're going to go here, okay, and you're going to open up the legs, and if you can, just kind of stretch out the inner thighs. You can kind of pull down here if you want to. Breathing and stretching the inner thighs. Good work, good work, good work. All right, so we are going to do a few for our core here. All right, so a few minutes left here. Okay, so the first one I want you to do, I want to take your right leg, put it over your left leg, and you turn to your right and twist and try and look behind you. Just hold that stretch. Stretching out the low back very, very well here. Good. All right, uncross the legs, and then take the left leg, cross it over the right leg, and turn and twist to the left. Good work, good work. Okay, keep those feet planted. You're going to take one arm, right arm, reach down, left arm reaching overhead, helping get that line all the way down here, stretching. Okay, breathe that in. And let's go to the other side here. Good. Good work, good work. In normal classes would be the time where we would have a ball, okay, and we'd pass this ball around, right? And this ball, we would try to stretch our arms out. So we're going to do that, but without the ball. Bring your arms back as far back as you can. Hold that stretch for just a minute, trying to really stretch out the shoulders and the chest. Range of motion stretch here. Okay, now down towards the toes. Tuck your chin into your chest and hold that stretch. All right, everybody, good work. We have just a minute or so left here. This will be the last class for today, and I will be back on Monday. We have a full slate on Monday. I think there's 5 classes scheduled. I will have a 9 a.m. body balance class. I will have, and that'll be live. I will have, I think, a 10 a.m. seated exercise class. I will have an 11:30 a.m. Happy Hearts that will be live. And I'll have a 1:30 Sit and Be Fit that will be live. I'll try and give you a little bit different. We'll do a lot of the same stuff we did today, but I'll try and throw a little bit of different stuff in there from here and there, so you're not seeing the same thing every day. And then we will have the 2:30 Don't Fall class. So be prepared to get a lot of programming, a lot of content in. Hopefully I'm at the Shores and at the Palms on both channels. And you can get a lot of exercise in on Monday. And then also reminder, all of these classes, as soon as we do the live versions are going to go up on the MyW Life. So you can do these every single day. Okay. And there's some other good ones. There's some standing exercises. There's already some other good ones that I had up there. Okay. So thanks everybody for being patient during this time. Thanks for joining me live here. And thanks for putting up with all my talking. I'm going to see everyone in the future. Bye.